This episode of Blue Canoe is sponsored by SoundLogic Reviews. If you're ever stuck for a gig to choose, why don't you look at SoundLogic and their reviews?
I've managed to dig some out of the archives. I don't know if you lads will remember this or not. My name's Aaron Lodge. Most people know me as Bodge. And tonight we're at the Adelphi Club in Hull.
Welcome to Hull. Never done all. There is, I don't know if that is the butcher's. It's a butcher's down Beverley Road, and there was an awful murder from Libby Squire. Libby Squire's just down here when he lived.
Long way from Derby.
Talk to us, boys. How you feeling?
Buzzing. First adult show. It's our first one in general, first one in our city, so we're absolutely buzzing for it. Yeah.
It's a sellout, baby.
It's a sellout, baby. First and foremost, big round of applause for that. Can we have a little bit of pat yourselves on the back, all of that. You played this venue a couple of times.
Played it since I was 16.
Yeah.
So we played it over 10 times now. Yeah. Slowly building over time.
How nice is it to have a venue like this that is like old school as fuck? Like, you look around here, Happy Mondays are up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the guys got it.
Stone Roses are literally here.
Oasis,
Oasis.
It's a legendary venue.
It is such a good venue, and like I mean, we've played here so many times, but it gets better every time we play here. Just because it's an honour to play here, really.
It's our old stomping ground from being kids, so we love this place.
A few stories, I'm sure. Any that roll off the tongue that we can hear about.
Me and Zach, we toured with a band called Stags who were from London, and we supported them here. There was a lock-in afterwards. We had a really good time and got really
Extremely drunk.
Drunk, and
I can't remember what
it was
fantastic.
Really we'll reel that one in.
Yeah, the lock-ins here.
I will reel it in.
To be fair, the lock-ins here are legendary.
Are they?
Yeah. You've got to be very privileged.
Can we
to
expect
get
one tonight?
Yeah, we'll try and swindle one.
Yeah, just got to schmooze it.
Yeah.
I saw your sound engineer Jim. He looks like the kind of guy that like you pat his back and he'll pat yours.
He's got some experience under his belt.
Yeah.
He's been the in-house man here for like 30 years, so it's been
I know.
So this is the first night of your UK tour. How many dates?
Just under 20 days,
Yes.
19 days. 16 in the UK, including Scotland, and then we've got 3 in Switzerland in April. We're there for just over a week.
Why Switzerland?
We played in London last year with a guy called Terry Blue. He's a wonderful guy, loved us, loved what it was about, and he said if you wanted to come to Switzerland, you'll be our tour manager, and get it all in place. And took his hand off basically when he said that.
Straight up.
And he was brilliant.
It was brilliant.
He was one of the best artists we've seen on any gig.
And it was just him and his girlfriend with like a vocal sort of effects.
So Terry Blue, listen to him.
Yeah, going around the country and doing all of that kind of stuff. Are you going to be on a couple of bills with him? Is that the thing? Like?
Maybe not in Switzerland. I think he's strictly let himself go just to be a tour manager for this.
Yeah, just to sort us out with it.
But he's just been signed to a
Get
label.
him as a support act or something.
No.
He's too good. He's too good to support us.
Yeah,
he's too good.
Is he?
Yeah.
A class above.
He's a good lad.
Yeah.
A lot of us of a class above when he said we thought it was really good. Really good.
I noticed something on Instagram, lads, that over the last couple of days, you lot have known each other for fucking ages.
So long.
We started the band a long time ago. We started the band with Zach.
Yeah, we was about 12 actually. We started it. What was I in year 7? I think so. I was 11, 12 years old. Went away to Skegness. Shout out to Skegness Caravans and all that. He had the guitar one day and said, "That's it, Stevie. We're starting a rock and roll band. We're gonna be the biggest of the best, the new Beatles and all like that." So we started writing songs.
All from outside the front of the caravan.
We played at the school talent show. A song we'd written, and this geezer was there playing Nirvana. So we was like, looked at him. Went to him after the show and said, "You're in the band."
Look, bloody hell are you?
literally. But no, he blew us away. He was like, you know what I mean? He's the only other kid ready at school who could play like guitar like properly. Do you know what I mean? We was both sat there in awe. And
Well, I mean, we was actually gigging whilst we was at school, weren't we? Like properly, like
without a drummer.
as a free piece.
You three used to do gigs, and then from that point, I suppose you start thinking, I want to take this a bit more seriously, and this is what I enjoy doing. And we've got your man here. And how did you two lads get involved?
Oh, we poached this one.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, well, we basically saw him playing and was like, "Look, Steve was just like you."
I was a drummer at the time, and he was a lot better. So I went up to him and I said, "Do you want to be the drummer in our band?" And he was like, "Well, you're the drummer." I said, "Not if you are."
It's nice, healthy competition.
He's modest.
wants him as well. So
He's the most coveted drummer in all. He's modest. He's modest.
Yeah, you must be the most modest drummer we've come across in a while.
But he's also the best.
you get one.
If he won't say it, we will. He's the best.
In Milton, me and Louis was at college studying music, and we all had to do like a piece of music each year. Instead, that's it. One note for note, bang on, and it was like again, like you're in the band.
Yeah, because I was playing in another band that was like rehearsing in the same room as you guys, round the back of here as well. So there used to be like a rehearsal room around the back of Adelphi. So I was in another band that was sharing the room with like you guys before I joined.
Oh, was that the
you
outside?
poached him as well, did you?
No, because as well on that first album cover, all the writing on the wall was stuff me and my other mate had done. in that other band. Yeah.
Yes. Which we are now about to come on to. So in 2018, you recorded Forbidden Fruit. Tell us how you came up with the name The Fruit.
We all just really like each other.
What it was, Louis had a dream one night, and a man rode past him on a bicycle. He looked at him and he says, "Your fruit were to us." And he rode off. And that was it.
Stuck from there. Do you go cycling or?
I didn't even know that.
We swim.
You swim? What, in a Humber? Or?
Oh, definitely not in there.
But you do go swimming?
Oh yeah.
I've got a bit of a sprained leg. Ankle.
When was it? Wednesday?
Wednesday, giving it 110 in rehearsals. Yeah.
As he always does.
So here's a tip for you all. Please don't give it 110% in rehearsals. Give it about 97.
Give it 110 on stage.
Yeah.
And then the crowd will catch you.
The adrenaline will stop your ankle hurting as well.
Yeah, it will.
So the first time that I met you was because you were headlining and Public Eye was supporting in Leicester.
Yes,
that's how we became.
Have you been to a public eye gig
acquainted.
recently?
Last night.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, they're absolutely smashing it.
Oh, yeah.
So they played a decent stage at Why Not Festival. I don't know if you know much about Why Not. So BBC Introducing have kind of took them under their wing a little bit, and then they played a place called the Vic in Derby last night, which is kind of, it's not as steeped in heritage as this place, but in terms of Derby music, it's had Oasis play there, it's had Kasabian, Catfish, and it's kind of lost its way a little bit, but last night it felt like a turning of the tide maybe, and then them lads are only just turning 18 as well.
This is what I mean. As soon as we spoke to him, it was like, fair enough.
For the rage again, like proper talented.
They're like academy ballers at the moment of the music world.
That's great.
It's good to see him that age doing it, because we was when we was.
They was well excited when I said I was coming here as well.
Oh, really?
So, they sent their best and all.
Well, we send it back.
Again, so
Yeah.
Like nice to say that they're 18 years old, because that's my world. It was we did Forbidden Fruit, you know. So it was real nice that bringing it around.
Talk to us more about how that album came to be.
Yeah, we ended up playing a gig in honour of Mick Ronson and ended up being his mum, which was an absolute pleasure before she passed away. We ended up being the backing band for Maggie Ronson, Mick Ronson's sister. It was an absolute wonderful lady. She had session musicians with her that day, and one of them offered his services to us after seeing our set. He was our producer at the time, Colin. We went down to London and recorded our first record in London in a day. I was in his studios with Kenny Jones, who was on the Oasis B-Sides album, Master Plan and stuff like that. He was there, one of the mixing engineers on that. It was a really good time for us doing our first record.
And that got us signed onto Glass Records Modern, which like distributed our album. So Yeah, it was really good for us at that time. But unfortunately, it's been a bit hard to get down to London and stuff. So we call it. He's a very busy man. So
Yeah, and it's just a communication thing when you're working so far apart from the whole process. You go there, you do your bit, and then you leave it with somebody, and it's gone. But we like to be involved in the process, which it's easier. It makes things,
I can imagine where you are on the map in the UK. You have to go down to London for it to be a thing, and
there was a lot of back and forth before.
Yeah.
Whereas doing it a bit more close to home now on this record, it's helping because the communication's a constant thing.
yeah.
when we was 18, we didn't drive either.
Yeah.
Drive.
No, have you got 4 wheels between you now that you can?
Yeah,
Only just, yeah.
We're getting through it on the tours, so we've got this man driving us about.
In his milk buggy. Yeah, that's it. This is all part and parcel, isn't it? So that came out in 2018. And have you done a tour with Forbidden Fruit?
We did tour the album. We played across the country that year, and years prior to that, and since that. But after COVID, we thought we were going full out with the touring. That's it. Building point for this new record, basically.
Which kind of brings us forward to July 2021. You played in Leicester when we first met.
Yeah,
That might have been a bit.
I've managed to dig some out of the archives. I don't know if you lads remember this or not. Hey,
Get on though.
look at this.
Started in Leicester when we were
Hey,
there.
lads, hold that up.
That
there.
is
My birthday present that was. Hey, I didn't tell my mum that I gave.
Did you not? Did you not?
Nah, she was
I did
proud.
see. Right, so the story behind this, went to see the public eye and obviously met these lads. And afterwards, they'd not finished till midnight. We were steaming.
Yeah, we wasn't listening.
Steaming. And I just went, Stevie, you're brilliant on keyboards. Bearing in mind, this lad's got his Adelphi on. Doesn't look like he plays a keyboard. Absolutely smashes it. And I goes, how much for your Adelphi? I want a whole band to sign it. 35 quid later.
Hey, 35 quid and a lot of freebies as well.
Yeah, loads of freebies.
Come on.
Yeah,
It's a package deal.
we got our money's worth that evening. So I don't really know what to do with it, lads. I don't know whether to give it you back so you can tell your mum about it or not. Everybody signed it. What a night that was.
that was great.
It was, wasn't it?
Enjoyed Leicester.
It was like a karaoke afterwards as well.
Yeah. And it
it
just,
That was so funny.
How good is it? Hey, there's a video of me and you and Nick dancing to Bob Fossil.
I don't like cricket.
You know.
I love it.
did you play cricket round here?
No.
Rugby lads, aren't we?
Speaking of sports round here, Hull City. I assume you lads follow the football and is Hull City your team?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, just for like patrioticness. If that's the word.
Yeah, absolutely. I went to City when they finally got up to the promoted at Wembley in 2008. I was there. Big fan growing up.
Yeah, the MKM now stadium.
Have you?
Yeah,
Got decent links
Yeah,
with.
Yeah, it's like a cool.
So you played actually at the stadium?
Before the game kicks off and that, they have an artist playing in like the wings or whatever, and it gets broadcasted around the stadium through the speakers. So we've done that like what three times or so.
Yeah.
It's like more of an acoustic sort of do, but it was.
They're hoping to upgrade it though to have us actually in the stand.
So
will
you
be-
actually play
Yeah, which would be banging.
beforehand.
Because you're sort of playing to a not empty, but people walking through, getting the drinks and stuff. But you don't sort of realise that everyone in the stand's hearing it. Whereas if we're in the midst of it,
You get right on the centre circle before kick-off or something.
That'd be beautiful. wouldn't it?
That's a
the
level
next
up,
step.
innit? Yeah, you know. So who have you got supporting? You've got Tim Peaches.
It's just a duo of them though, because the drummer's away discovering his life. So he's travelling the world, doing all that business.
Don't you get any ideas, mate?
Yeah, we've trapped him, trust me. He's got too many commitments in Hull.
We've got Tin Peaches on tonight, and we've got Plain Devilments on tonight, which are a new outfit from Hull as well. They're like more of an indie outfit. Cool, I know Jimmy, the lead singer from the acoustic.
Another great band.
I know it's the hometown gig, which is lovely to start a UK tour, to start this way rather than doing it the other way round and coming back.
Yeah.
But it must be nice to know you've got locals as well.
Oh yeah.
That you're bringing them through as well, because I'm sure that was you at some point, where
Oh yeah, of course.
Derby County is my team. Liam Rossignol,
Yeah, he was from City.
yeah. Curtis Davis, who's our club captain, Tom Huddleston.
Yeah.
You've just signed a guy called Malcolm Ebeweyi, who is a left-footed winger, who is 20 years old, absolute mustard. Because of the financial trouble we were in last year, he got poached for 30 grand, absolute pittance. However, he went to Crystal Palace, he's not really had a game, and they've loaned him to you lads.
Good riddance.
This is it. Hopefully he does a decent job for you. I want to get to a Hull City game.
Sure, it's good atmosphere.
So today you passed through Sheffield today, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, you got Sheffield United tonight, haven't you? So
Yeah. Was it busy?
A few of our fans that wanted to come here tonight,
But they're in
away.
Well, it's funny because as we came from Sheffield, we definitely saw Hull football fans going the other way.
You was rooting for Hull.
For Hull, definitely. Liam Rosenior did really good things for Derby County. When you beat Arsenal 1-0 in the fucking Premier League, it's absolutely daft about it. Well, just your whole Premier League time was like
FA Cup final as well.
FA Cup final.
Go on, with your football knowledge.
Yeah.
Where you come
He
from?
follows it bits and bobs. So your second album, lads, has been recorded.
Yeah, it's nearly done now. We're nearly done. We're just doing the vocals over the next few weeks, but all the music's done. It's sounding otherworldly, shall we say, compared to our first record.
It's completely different, innit? It was a completely different lineup on Forbidden Fruit. It was obviously a 4-piece. I was on bass, and then, as you heard from earlier, I moved on to drums for the purple little EP that we'd done. And then I kicked myself off drums to get the best drummer in the world on. So we've got like that 5-piece sound now. We always lacked keys.
But it still has the core element of our
Of
sound,
course, obviously.
psychedelic roots.
But
And,
we are in the best position we've ever been.
Yeah. We're trying to make it more modern as well.
A lot of your inspirations kind of come from the Beatles.
absolutely.
Talk to us a little bit about that, because it's always nice when people say that they take inspiration from these bands. You put it down on paper as well.
Yeah, we're massive fans of the Beatles. Like, growing up, Beatles was absolutely everything to me, from being like, as early as I can remember, even in the car, having to repeat, please Mr. Postman, because I wanted to hear that voice again, or they're just a massive deal to myself and to Stevie and to Zach. These boys love the Beatles too, but, you know, we absolutely fucking love them, you know.
We grew up on them.
Absolutely
Do
grew
you know
up
what I
on
mean?
So you bloody should do as well.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
We've got big ties to the Beatles. We've just recently been to Abbey Road as well to have one of our singles mastered at Abbey Road, which will be an extra song. It's going to be a single on top of one of the extra singles.
A little special edition.
Yeah, Say No More on the Abbey Road front, but we'll be back. And
You know it, Lou.
That's it. That's it. Anything else?
you're an absolute gentleman, you boss.
You know what, lads? We love getting about the country, and I've been wanting to kind of see what Hull's about, because I know certain bits and bobs of Yorkshire, and this is like just a little bit East Yorkshire, and you wonder if it's similar to other parts of Yorkshire. And coming in here is brilliant, man, and an absolute pleasure, lads. What can we expect from tonight? Talk to us, tell us.
Absolutely fantastic music. All around.
Really good music. Really good music.
And a bloody good time and all.
Bloody good time.
Hey, lads,
Most
cheers up.
importantly.
Hey, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, lads.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey,
Thank you,
cheers,
brother.
lads.
We'll pull them
How was that?
Oh, it was great. It's too good to play in your own town anyway. Play in your own town, in your city. Play in your own city, you can't beat it.
No, you literally can't.
You can't. Not when you've got people you know there singing your tunes and that, do you know what I mean?
Sold out show.
Sweatbox.
So, absolute sweatbox.
How was it? Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
You looked like you was having the best time going.
We really was. We really was.
So, started on drums, did a bit of bass.
Yeah, started on bass, went to drums, kicked myself off both of them because we found better.
Went and did some Dragon Ball Z shit and learnt the keyboard.
Not quite learned, you know, I wing it.
Well, this is the first time, you was telling me earlier that you've got the bottom and the top keyboard.
Yeah, first
How
time
did you
on the
find
double. Tricky, but, you know. They turn me down a bit so they can't hear when I mess up, so it's alright.
Yeah, straight up. Talk to us.
Yeah, we played a good handful of songs from the new album coming out, good handful from the old album, from the EP in between. Just a good balance. Yeah, that's the one, Ricky. Absolutely as good as that boy.
Get him in. Ricky, come in here. Come in here.
Ricky's an absolute legend.
Hey, I tell you what, I don't want to stop you hugging your man. There we are.
This is a legend. Oh, you will be eventually.
The atmosphere in the room was fucking incredible, man.
It was better than I expected, to be honest.
I was looking to film you from about 3 different points and I had to push past people. We got the mosh pit going.
I saw you having a little go in the mosh pit. I thought, God, it got a bit wild, didn't it?
What are you doing with the rest of your evening?
Hopefully, not too messy. So I'm going to try and carry on the celebration through the weekend.
More than done that. So, I love you, Ricky. See you, darling.
Fruit gig ever.
Oh, it just sounded. Yeah. No worries at all.
Would you like to say a couple of words?
We love the fruit.
The Fruit are the best.
There you go, fella. Thank you so much. Thanks so much. Glad you enjoyed it, fellas. Thanks so much, buddy. Appreciate it.
No, and thank you for coming as well.
Mate, we've had nothing but fun.
Hey,
Congratulations. How are you going to be spending the rest of your evening?
Probably getting really, really, really drunk. Hopefully, anyway. Nothing planned yet, but
We'll see which way the wind blows. You guys will be coming with us. No matter what.
Hey, God bless you. It's been an absolute pleasure from start to finish, mate.
Thanks for coming up.
You've got about 20 more shows. We're going to come to one more, I think.
Please do.
Yeah.
Love to see you back in Leicester again. Hopefully.
Yeah, and there's one down in London. So my dad was a roadie for Status Quo.
Oh, really? Wow.
We're going to try and get down to that.
Great.
End.
Great.
Yeah.
That'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Cheers, darling. Love you, lads.
Safe.
Thanks so much.